Hi, and welcome back to the Cruise Ship Safety and Security channel. Today, we are going to look at what we believe to be the most outstanding environmental campaign in place in today's travel industry. We must add that we are in no way associated with Royal Caribbean and are not sponsored by them. The information in this video is provided due to research and are the views of the Cruise Ship Safety and Security channel and not those of the Royal Caribbean Group. Royal Caribbean's Save the Waves campaign is a powerful demonstration of the company's commitment to environmental responsibility and its role in ensuring the sustainability of the oceans. It is part of a broader movement within the cruise industry to reduce ecological impact, conserve marine resources, and promote a future where both ocean ecosystems and the cruise industry can thrive. With the unique challenge of balancing luxury cruising with sustainability, Royal Caribbean has invested heavily in a variety of strategic measures to make cruising more eco-friendly, responsible, and respectful of the oceans. The Save the Waves initiative by Royal Caribbean is distinguished by its commitment to sustainability through a comprehensive, integrated strategy that addresses every aspect of the cruise line's operations. Instead of implementing isolated environmental measures, this approach takes a systems-wide view, ensuring that every process, from ship design and fuel choices to waste management and community engagement, aligns with the company's broader sustainability objectives. This holistic approach allows Royal Caribbean to reduce its environmental impact while simultaneously driving forward innovation in the cruise industry and promoting conservation efforts worldwide. By integrating eco-friendly practices into the core of its operations, the company is setting an industry benchmark for responsible tourism and sustainable travel. Royal Caribbean has invested heavily in designing more hydrodynamic hulls for its ships. This innovation is crucial because reducing water resistance plays a vital role in improving fuel efficiency. Ships with more efficient hull designs consume less energy per mile traveled, which directly results in reduced emissions. By lowering the resistance as the ship moves through water, the ship can travel faster with less power, cutting down on the fuel required for propulsion. This not only reduces the ship's fuel consumption, but also contributes to less overall pollution in the ocean and atmosphere, making cruising more sustainable. Moreover, the ship's streamlined shape helps reduce drag, which is the primary force that resists movement through water. This feature results in smoother, more efficient sailing that decreases the overall carbon emissions produced during voyages. Heating, ventilation and air conditioning (HVAC) systems aboard Royal Caribbean ships have been designed to be more energy efficient than ever before. HVAC systems are some of the largest energy consumers on cruise ships due to the need to regulate temperatures and air quality in guest rooms and common areas. Royal Caribbean has integrated smart HVAC systems that automatically adjust based on external environmental conditions. These systems track things like ambient temperature, humidity, and the ship's current location, then fine-tune their operation to minimize energy consumption without sacrificing passenger comfort. This means that cooling or heating is not overdone when the weather allows for natural temperature regulation, and energy is saved by optimizing airflow and temperature control based on real-time data. This reduced energy demand directly lowers the amount of fuel needed to power the systems, decreasing the ship's overall carbon footprint. When it comes to building ships, Royal Caribbean places a strong emphasis on using materials that are both environmentally friendly and durable. The company has made significant strides in using recycled and sustainable materials in its ship construction, which helps reduce the demand for virgin resources and minimizes waste. Recycled steel. Many of the newer vessels in the Royal Caribbean fleet are constructed with recycled steel, a process that consumes less energy than using new steel. This results in a smaller carbon footprint for each ship, as producing new steel can be extremely energy intensive. Eco-friendly interior materials. Inside the ships, Royal Caribbean increasingly uses sustainable materials like bamboo, low-impact paints and other eco-conscious substances in furniture and decor. Bamboo is a fast-growing renewable resource that offers durability and a minimal environmental impact compared to traditional hardwoods. Low-impact paints reduce harmful VOCs, or volatile organic compounds that are often found in traditional paints, making them a safer and more sustainable option for both the environment and human health. By prioritizing these materials in ship construction and interior design, Royal Caribbean is helping to reduce resource consumption, prevent waste, and ensure that the environmental impact of their ships is minimized from the moment they are built. Another exciting development within the Save the Waves initiative is the increasing integration of solar energy aboard Royal Caribbean ships. Solar panels are installed on the roofs and upper decks of newer vessels, where they harness the sun's energy to power low-energy systems on board, energy for low-impact functions. These solar panels help provide clean energy to power onboard systems like lighting, ventilation, and communication tools, all of which are critical but require minimal energy. The integration of solar power reduces the ship's reliance on traditional fuel sources and helps offset the amount of energy required for more high-consumption activities like propulsion. Solar-powered battery charging. Some ships also use solar power to charge batteries that can be used for other onboard functions. This reduces the need for fossil fuel-powered generators and further decreases emissions. Solar power is one of the most promising renewable energy sources for cruise ships, especially considering the vast amount of sunlight these vessels receive during their journeys. Solar panels, therefore, represent an important step toward a greener cruising experience. In addition to adopting new ship designs and energy-saving technologies, Royal Caribbean is exploring and utilizing alternative fuels that will help further reduce the environmental impact of its operations. The company is also experimenting with cutting-edge technologies that promise to improve energy efficiency, reduce harmful emissions, and contribute to a more sustainable future for cruising. Liquefied natural gas, LNG. Royal Caribbean's transition to liquefied natural gas, LNG, represents a major milestone in the company's environmental commitment. LNG is considered one of the cleanest marine fuels available today, offering a significant reduction in pollutants compared to traditional heavy fuel oils. Cleaner emissions. LNG burns much cleaner than traditional fuels, producing fewer sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides emissions. These pollutants contribute to acid rain and have harmful effects on both human health and the environment. LNG also emits significantly lower levels of particulate matter, which are harmful to air quality and public health. Reducing greenhouse gas emissions. LNG produces lower levels of carbon dioxide compared to conventional fuels, which helps to mitigate the environmental impact of cruising on the climate. This makes LNG one of the most promising alternatives to heavy marine fuels, particularly as Royal Caribbean works towards its goal of reducing greenhouse gas emissions in line with international climate targets. By switching to LNG, Royal Caribbean is not just adhering to stricter environmental regulations, but is actively advancing the cruise industry's overall sustainability and paving the way for others to follow. Fuel cell technology represents the next frontier in sustainable energy production, and Royal Caribbean is at the forefront of exploring its potential for use in cruising. Fuel cells generate electricity by combining hydrogen and oxygen in a chemical process that produces only water as a byproduct, clean and efficient power. The use of fuel cells can drastically reduce the environmental impact of powering ships. With no harmful emissions, these cells offer one of the cleanest ways to generate power. The challenge lies in producing enough hydrogen in a sustainable way, but Royal Caribbean is committed to exploring this technology further and understanding how it can be incorporated into the fleet. Fuel cells could potentially replace conventional engines and generators, providing onboard power without releasing harmful pollutants. The potential of this technology could play a major role in achieving the cruise line's goal of net zero emissions by 2050. Royal Caribbean's efforts to integrate green ship technology, sustainable materials, and alternative fuels represent a significant commitment to reducing the environmental footprint of the cruise industry. Through innovations in ship design, energy systems, and fuel technology, the company is leading the way in sustainable cruising while continuously exploring new technologies that will help shape the future of the maritime sector. By embracing these advancements, Royal Caribbean not only reduces its operational impact but also sets a powerful example for other companies in the industry and beyond. Royal Caribbean has made substantial strides in managing and reducing waste across its fleet, with a sharp focus on sustainability. The company recognizes that waste, whether it be plastic, food, or wastewater, has a significant environmental impact. As part of its Save the Waves initiative, Royal Caribbean has implemented cutting-edge systems and processes to tackle waste at every stage of its operations. From eliminating single-use plastics to implementing innovative wastewater treatment and food waste management systems, the cruise line is working tirelessly to minimize its waste footprint and set an example for sustainable cruising. The Save the Waves campaign is not only about reducing the cruise line's environmental impact, it also focuses on actively restoring and protecting the ecosystems that make the ocean a thriving, biodiverse habitat. Royal Caribbean is deeply invested in coral reef restoration, recognizing coral reefs as one of the most critical ecosystems in the ocean. Reefs support a wide variety of marine life, help protect coastlines from erosion, and contribute to the health of the broader ocean environment. Royal Caribbean partners with organizations like the Oceanic Society to fund coral restoration projects and provide passengers with the opportunity to participate in reef restoration activities. Guests can join in efforts to transplant corals onto reefs or help clean the reefs to protect them from damage caused by invasive species or pollution. Royal Caribbean works with marine scientists to track the health of coral reefs and educate passengers about the importance of protecting these ecosystems. Passengers can learn about coral biology, threats to reef systems, and the ways they can help conserve coral reefs during their cruises. Royal Caribbean's Save the Waves campaign extends beyond its own operations to engage and inspire passengers to take responsibility for their environmental impact. The cruise line uses its platform to raise awareness about ocean conservation and encourage sustainable practices among its guests. Onboard educational programs are designed to help passengers understand the importance of ocean conservation. Topics include climate change, the impact of plastic pollution, marine biodiversity, and how guests can take action to protect the environment. Guests can participate in hands-on experiences such as beach cleanups, marine life conservation activities, and educational tours of protected marine areas. These activities allow passengers to experience firsthand the beauty of the ocean and the importance of its preservation. The Save the Waves initiative represents more than just a set of actions for improving the sustainability of Royal Caribbean's operations. It is a visionary approach to reshaping the future of the cruise industry as a whole. The initiative reflects the company's deep commitment to protecting the oceans, minimizing environmental impact, and setting new standards for sustainable travel. By embracing innovative technologies, committing to eco-friendly practices, and actively involving passengers in its sustainability journey, Royal Caribbean is creating a blueprint for a greener, more responsible future of cruising. Another key component of the Save the Waves initiative is the involvement of guests in the process. By raising awareness and encouraging responsible behaviors on board, Royal Caribbean is fostering a community of travelers who understand the importance of sustainability. Passengers are invited to participate in eco-friendly practices, whether it's refilling water bottles, opting for reusable bags, or supporting sustainable shore excursions. This collaborative approach helps amplify the impact of the cruise line's efforts as each guest becomes a part of the solution. The Save the Waves initiative also promotes environmental education, teaching passengers about marine conservation, pollution reduction, and the importance of sustainable travel. This knowledge empowers guests to make conscious decisions about their actions both while on board and in their everyday lives. By creating a shared sense of responsibility, Royal Caribbean is leading a cultural shift toward a more sustainable tourism industry. Royal Caribbean's efforts through Save the Waves are influencing the entire cruise industry to re-evaluate its approach to environmental sustainability. The company's leadership in sustainable practices is encouraging competitors to follow suit, helping to raise the bar for the entire industry. As more cruise lines adopt similar measures, the collective impact on the environment will be far-reaching, with widespread reductions in emissions, waste, and pollution. Additionally, the cruise industry's growing commitment to sustainability is beginning to drive innovation across the broader travel and tourism sectors. Just as Royal Caribbean is leading the way for sustainable cruising, its practices may inspire other areas of tourism, such as airlines, hotels, and tour operators, to adopt greener practices and technologies. By demonstrating that sustainability and tourism can coexist, Royal Caribbean is paving the way for a new era of eco-conscious travel that prioritizes both enjoyment and preservation. The ultimate goal of the Save the Waves initiative is to ensure that future generations of travelers can continue to explore and enjoy the world's oceans just as we do today. Through its commitment to environmental sustainability, Royal Caribbean is working to preserve marine ecosystems, reduce pollution, and mitigate the effects of climate change. By protecting the oceans, the company is not only safeguarding biodiversity but also ensuring that the beauty of the natural world remains accessible for future explorers. The long-term success of the Save the Waves initiative will be measured by the continued health of the oceans and the cruise industry's ability to adapt and thrive in a rapidly changing world. Royal Caribbean's leadership today is setting the stage for a greener tomorrow, both for the cruise industry and for the planet. The journey toward a sustainable future for cruising is ongoing, and Royal Caribbean's Save the Waves initiative is just the beginning. With a focus on continual innovation, responsible practices, and collaboration with guests and industry peers, the cruise line is leading the way to a greener, more sustainable tomorrow. If you would like further information about any specific areas of the campaign, then you can find a raft of information on the Royal Caribbean's website. Simply Google Save the Waves to find out more. Or if you are interested in the broader impact of these practices on the cruise industry as a whole. Whether you're curious about technological advancements, sustainability practices, or the potential for industry-wide change, there's much to explore as we continue to work toward a more sustainable future for tourism. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you on board very soon.